FM Lagos. All right, let's get into this one. In fact, very interesting stories for you today, I tell you for free. Let's begin with some of the amazing locations in Nigeria that you can go on a vacation with your loved ones, your fiancé, family members for 300,000 or less. Can you beat that? 300,000 or less. Rotus, are there some of these places really that we can, I mean, with what's happening in Nigeria, inflation, and almost everything is so expensive, for 300,000 naira, you can go to any of these places and enjoy yourself. Are there some locations like that?
Yeah, apparently some of them still exist. Nairametrics put an article out where they listed 5 of them. Now, some of them, we're familiar with some of them because they've been around for so long. The only issue is safety. There's still the issue of safety and insecurity on not one can get around. So I think I think Yankari Resorts and Safari Wild Park, the Yankari Game Reserve, that's been around forever. I think I didn't know that. I never knew the costs. Apparently, you can get a single room for about 9,500 naira a night there, which is
wow, really?
Yeah, that's just amazing. And I think that has to go up. They're in, of course, in south central part of Bauchi. So
okay.
There's that there's that issue whether or not Nigerians are still trooping there because of where we are today. But there's apparently a whole lot of attractions, wildlife, the scenery. So that's one place that was listed. They also from the north, we moved down to the southwest. Ikogosi Warm Springs is another was listed. It's in Ekiti State in southwestern Nigeria.
Okay.
Apparently, it's 2 different springs, that is water, a natural occurrence of water running down in 2 different temperatures. I guess warmer than the other. And the rooms there are from 13,000 to 31,000, which is again pretty amazing with to the price. And I guess the entry price to get in there is like 500 naira. So for the holidays for today, tomorrow, if you're thinking about getting away, if Lagos want to take a drive down to Ekiti State, you can check it out.
Right.
Check it out. There's also another place they called Idanre Hills. I think in those states, this is also in southwestern Nigeria. And I think it's the landscape that's the attraction for Idanre Hills. It's about 3,000 feet above sea level. It has apparently a unique ecosystem, and the hotels there cost about 7,500 naira, according to research from Naira. That's
quite affordable.
That's incredible.
Yeah, that is quite affordable.
Now, whether they have lights, whether they have all these other things, because paying 7,500 naira for a hotel room.
You don't need to ask for air conditioners, right? Just get a fan and help yourself. It's 7,500. I'm just saying. Anyways, go ahead, Rotus.
Then there's then they come closer to home. Then they come to they listed. I'm not sure why they listed this, but anyway, Lakapan Tropicana Beach Resort. That's in Lagos. I think everybody's pretty much familiar with Lakapan, and they've got the resorts, the pools, and so on and so forth. Although their rooms are going for 95,000, which is that's more in line with prices. But for that's a closed space, so that's a getaway for Lagosians. You just want to get away from the traffic. You want to get away from the hustle and bustle of the city. So they're there. And then there's also Whispering Palms. Whispering Palms is off the Lagos-Badagry Expressway. And Nairametrics points out that it is not a 5-star hotel, but rather a resort. And then it's pretty similar to Lakapan Tropicana. A zoo, bicycle rides, boat rides, a museum, attractions like that. And their rooms go for 20,000.
As low as 20,000. I should want to go there. I mean, I've heard so much about Whispering Palms,
Oh
and
yeah,
yes, I've heard a lot about it. I should try, make time. The fact
yeah.
that it's along the Badagry Expressway, my goodness, when you think
See,
about it,
there's a you
yeah.
see, there's a there's a look. I've never. I don't. I don't know. I think when I was a child, I drove along the Lagos Ibadan Expressway with my parents. I can't really remember, but
Mhm,
every time I hear Lagos Ibadan Expressway,
mhm.
with traffic,
Exactly,
bad
exactly.
roads. And so, that you see, this is the challenge for tourism in this country.
Mm,
Look, we have a coastal road. We have a coastal road along where Elegushi Beach and all these other beach resorts where they all reside. There should be a coastal road that gives you the option of traveling all the way down Lekki and coming back. There's a free trade zone further down, I think after Igbeju Lekki, way down where
mhm, mhm.
Dangote refinery is located. There's a port that is there as well to allow Dangote export his crude oil that is refined. And Lagos State has been talking it up. Everybody's been talking it up. But you have to imagine what kind of traffic that's for trucks that will be going all the way down there, and what that port will attract, what it means for the access roads. So you have to give more options
Mm.
for people to move up and down. And that's the challenge that a Whispering Palms in off the Badagry Road, a Lakapan Tropicana off of I think Lekki or so.
Yeah.
These are the challenges. Yankari Game Reserve in Bauchi, in security and so on
Exactly.
and so forth.
And in fact, Benga's message is about Yankari Games Reserve. Says, Rotus, are you serious? Given the state of security in the country, you want me to go there?
You see, again, I pointed that out, right? I pointed it out,
Right,
right?
right,
But
right.
you have to consider the insecurity around the country, which is a shame. So this tourism is dealing with in Nigeria, so where there are all these insecurity infrastructure challenges that are not allowing Nigerians to experience. And I'm surprised that they didn't actually mention places in Abuja. There are a number of places in Abuja you can check.
Oh, yes, they are.
Know that.
I'm
So
even more surprised. Rotus, sorry. Yes, there are places in Abuja weren't mentioned. Nice places. Well, I almost said Kuje, yes, but there are nice places in Kuje as well for, recreation. And it wasn't captured. More surprising for me is Cross River State.
Yes.
But I can understand to a certain extent the lack of political will of the current governor to make sure that the state remains a tourism, attractional state. People used to travel from outside Nigeria to go visit Tinapa, which is in Comatus today,
Right.
Marina Resort, as well as Obudu Cattle Ranch. I was surprised.
Exactly.
You're mentioning top 5 places in Nigeria as of 2022, and Cross River State is not even captured.
Well,
no fault of anyone but the
so
government.
enjoy. At least I think that the Nairametrics article is based on price. So
okay.
Yeah. So if you put in price, then
we forgive them. I get you now. Austin has a message. Austin in Satellite says, let the government stop the insecurities and killings in the country. Our tourism industry will develop massively. Nigerians are willing to go to different recreational places and enjoy themselves, but they are afraid of being attacked by terrorists.
Right. That is correct. I
agree. But let's keep it going, Rotus.
Yeah, real quick. Speaking of the issues facing Nigeria, the CEO of Chevron, what's his name? He says that Nigeria basically, crude oil theft in Nigeria is organized crime. An oil and gas, Richard Kennedy is his name. His name is Richard Kennedy. They just concluded NOG conference, Nigeria Oil and Gas Conference in Abuja. He spoke there and he basically said that it's organized crime. So this issue that has been impacting oil production, this issue that has been impacting Nigeria's revenues, despite the fact that oil prices are well over $100, we've not been able to earn from them. He says it's organized crime. So again, you have to, when we say organized crime, it is a concerted effort within certain parties within this country that are using the proceeds of theft for other things. People have said that they're being used to fund elections around the country. Can't prove that, of course, but when you have the issue is that when you have the level of oil theft that you have in this country, and nothing is being done. They announced one operation, I can't remember what the thing was called, in the Niger Delta. This Chief Silva, Minister of State Petroleum Resources, went there. General Lucky Irabo, Chief of Defense, everybody was down in Niger Delta. There were cameras, they were taking pictures, they were walking up and down. Till now, nothing has happened. So the fact that this man, the Chevron, CEO of Chevron Nigeria, Richard Kennedy, made this, pointed this out. It shows you the state to with how bad things are in the country with oil theft. Yeah.
Really sad. Really, really, really sad. We'll squeeze just one more message in, and then I want us to talk about Elon Musk. Well, Benga Ajayi says Nigeria has quite a number of resort centers, but we cannot risk our lives for the low insecurity issues pervading the economy. Maybe later I'll go visit those places when safety is guaranteed. May God help us.
That makes sense. That makes complete. So yeah, very quickly, Elon Musk sent out a tweet. Twitter is taking him to court. He says he's no longer buying Twitter.
As of Friday afternoon, he said he doesn't want to buy again.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. So he put out, I think Aleman is just a funny guy. Somebody put out, those memes where they point out hypocrisy and you show a picture of somebody laughing. So he said they said I couldn't buy Twitter, then they wouldn't disclose bot info. Now they want to force me to buy Twitter in court. Now they have to disclose bot info in court. So he's saying Twitter is shooting itself in the foot that by dragging him to court, it has to disclose information it wouldn't give to him. But Twitter is claiming that they did give him that information.
But don't you also think that Elon Musk is trying to be smart by half? Just on Friday morning, we're talking about his affair with one of his, staffers, that he had a baby by the same staff, and it was trending. Just to take our minds off that conversation, Elon is saying, I don't want to buy Twitter again. So everyone is now focusing on, he's not buying Twitter. We're going to court. What is wrong with this guy? He should just try to stay off this, sad narrative. It's not good for his business, really.
It's not. But now we're going to a court case. So this court case now is going to occupy our attention for the next.
That's what I'm saying. He knows what he's doing. And at the end of the day, he might be compelled to buy because he already, he was the highest bidder now, 44 billion. Yeah. So some people are also saying it looks like he's saying that it's overpriced. He should not have said 44 billion naira.
Right, because the stock has dropped since that time. Anyway, look, we'll see how the thing turns out.
Oh, great. Thank you very much, Rotus, for being a part of the show today. Let's keep the conversation going on Twitter. Hashtag Business Express 981 at Smooth 981 FM and at Rotan Coach. Let's keep talking about all this. The 5 places to visit in Nigeria with regards to tourism. Talk about Elon Musk. You can also talk about the Chevron CEO Chevron Nigeria. And let's talk about all of the topics we mentioned on Business Express today. Rotus, let's do this again tomorrow at 6:30. Thank you for being a part of the show.
Right. Take it easy. Thank you so much.
All right, Matt. My name is Victor Pepple. At 7:30 this morning, we'll be talking about the big stories, the big headlines in our national dailies. It's freshly pressed at 7:30 a.m. here on this station. Stay with us.
Express, brought to you by EnterSwitch.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. We gotta go.